When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more.
Good morning, happy peoples. Hope your day is going awesome. Hope things are going well for you. Hope you're staying safe. I was kind of getting a little bit down because, like, if you really stop to think about things, we're dealing with jobless issues, the sickness that's running all around, possible food. You can get off in the weeds pretty hard, pretty easy with just thinking about all the things that are not right in the world. And of course, we're flooding. I'll give you guys an update on that in a little bit. But like, all this stuff is going on, and I was letting it get to me, and I had to share this. So when I look through the eyes through my kids, though, they think everything's awesome. Everything's amazing. Matter of fact, everything's extra awesome and amazing. We were going on a walk, and all the stuff's kind of, you mull on it if you're not careful, which I was doing, and I have to take control of that every now and then. But I'm on a walk with the kids, and they're just excited. They found some rocks that looked like they had gold in them because they had the shiny looking gold. So they were collecting rocks, and there's the biggest smiles, and like, this is amazing. They're just happy. I took them on a ranger ride here not too long ago, and they were just happy that, like, and squealing for joy that I drove through a puddle. I was just encouraged just spending time with my kids and seeing how excited they were about the little things, picking up the rocks by the road that looked like gold, driving through puddles with the ranger. All these things like really just excited them, and squeals for joy as I'm trying to figure out, work struggles and drains and stuff in our. You get so derailed, and just thinking about the bigger picture of spending time with your family, investing in those that are important to you. Anyway, just had to share. Hope you don't mind. Thank you for all the advice and encouragement and just nice words on the last vlog talking about the flooding. And I didn't realize that, and this is kind of our struggle, to us all these things here in Alaska seem normal, but just giving you guys a heads up, because you're probably in different parts of the world or different parts of the country, but just giving you guys a heads up, all of North Pole is built on a river. Like, we literally have an underground river. I am walking on a river, walking on water as we speak. So right beneath my feet here, normally about, if I drilled down here 10 to 12 feet, I would find water, because it's just the water table. Really, we're built on top of a river, and what's happening is when we have all this big snowfall and the actual normal river comes up, and of course the Chena flood control with the damming and the little systems they have, that actually brings the water table up because they're trying to control the river. What happens is instead of water being 10 or 12 feet down below us, right now it's about 4 feet. Scary, scary. So like our well casing, if I went and looked in there, it's going to be about 4 feet down from the ground. Bloop. We would see water. That's what's happening when water's coming up. You guys talked about sump pumps, and I won't spend too much time on it, but one issue is because we don't have water coming in from, like, it's not a gutter issue. We don't have water coming in from our foundation through the side. It's actually coming up under the ground, and we can put a pump down there and pump it, but the water comes right back in anyway. What happens is if you do that over a long enough period of time, it'll actually wash out your foundation, because water will also come in underneath your footers, your concrete footers, and you can have your house settle, and that's not a good thing. We don't want that, but we can do it for short stints. But let me show you. I think we've got about 6 inches or so in the crawl space. Give you a quick update on it. Let's hop down the crawl space. There it is. Wow. So the concerns with this much water in the crawl space is obviously going to be mold. But believe it or not, it actually feels very dry in here. It's not really very humid, which is odd because there's so much water here. But I have our HRV. It's pushing 200 CFMs of air. It's like 6 times what a bathroom fan normally pushes. So it's moving quite a bit of air in here. Still have the fans going down here. So I think we're gonna be okay. But once this water table, like this is literally the ground. This is the river coming up through the ground. And like I said, we can take and we can just pump all this out. But then right here in your foundation, like I was telling you, it all out. But down here, it's gonna actually wash. It's gonna pull water up underneath as well as through the ground. It'll pull it up underneath here and wash out under your foundation eventually. What we can do right now is wait for this to subside, and then our long-term plan is, now that we know, now we have some data of an extreme worst-case flooding situation, is we're going to, right here at the top of this concrete, we're going to find a way to get some more gravel brought in here, and then we will have gravel brought in, and we'll probably pour concrete so it's like flush with here. So that way, if we ever do get to a flooding situation, this won't happen again. Live and learn, right? There is a fix. It's just kind of a pain, and at least we know what we're looking at for a worst case flooding scenario. Also, something different here. I didn't realize this is different, but I think this is different from most places. Is we're in a crawl space right here. So when I was out walking, I am walking, the ground is literally like right up here. That's where the ground is. So this is all underground. If you guys refer to these, many of you guys talk about these as basements. This is actually a crawl space. It's a little bit like 2 feet taller than a normal one, but we have a lot of these here in Alaska, at least where we are here in the interior. A lot of different foundations in different parts, especially in villages. But what most people have for foundations is just slab on grade. You just pour concrete and then you build your house on it. Well, we do this because normally you have to dig down 3 to 4 feet to get building gravel. So if you were going to do like a slab on grade, like you probably have, where there's no crawl space or basement, you'd have to buy all the gravel and all the trucking to be able to fill the whole hole up to get it to the grade that you need to go. So a lot of times here in Alaska, they'll just do like an all-weather wood foundation like this one, or like your foam block foundations, and just because you have to dig it out to get to good building gravel to build your concrete footers on, because you have to do that anyway, you just build this space here for all your mechanical systems, and it's also great storage. So this is a semi-normal thing here for Alaska, but I'm curious, leave a comment down below. Do you guys have anything like that maybe outside of Alaska? Because I didn't realize this might be something that's unique here, and I'm just so used to seeing it my whole life, but I'm really curious to know about that. But so this is a crawl space, not a basement. There's no windows. It's all below ground. It is just for mechanical stuff and for storage. It's a little tough on storage when it has this much water in it though. So, all right, send you back up to my wife.
Hello everybody, hope you guys are doing great. It is a gorgeous sunny day. Still a little chilly, but pretty perfect. Like there's no bugs because there's a breeze and it's warm in the sunshine. Elsa just ran by. Kids are out playing. We are actually gonna head on into town. We might be purchasing something, but it's something that we really don't want to purchase. Me and my babe were talking about it. You remember back when you were younger, and you were like, I get to go buy a vehicle. I get to go buy a vehicle, and I'm so excited. We get to go buy a vehicle. I'm so excited about it. Not so much anymore. Like we do not enjoy buying vehicles at all. And we have never bought a brand new vehicle because we just feel you lose so much money when you drive it off the lot. So we always buy used. It's just something that we just don't want to buy right now because we really don't feel like we can afford it right now, but it's such a need. We're driving all over the state this summer and we need a reliable vehicle. And we were like, well, we could get something that is just, you know, just for my babe, just for him to be able to go around the state and work. But then we're like, man, you know, our minivan is pretty much done. We ran that into the ground. And we'd love to have a backup car for the family. So that's what we're in the hunt for. So I think we're gonna head on into town. We actually found 2 yesterday that we were kind of interested in. We're looking at a Ford F-150. If you've done any research on a Ford F-150, it's like the most popular pickup truck in the United States. Like, people love that truck. It's really, really good. It lasts. It can get up to over 200,000 miles on it. It's really cheap to repair because all the parts, pieces and parts are right here. That's what we're looking for. I drive a Ford. I drive a Ford Expedition EL. Love it. We realized when we got it, I actually vlogged it. I'll link to that vlog when we actually purchased that vehicle. Tell you that whole story. That car was so underpriced. Like, I don't know how we got that car for what we did. We paid cash for it. It was used. It's a 2012. And it was just like, oh my goodness, how in the world did we get that? I am 100% convinced it was a total God thing. How it all worked out, go watch the vlog. You see the whole story on it. Anyway, so we're gonna go try to maybe find him a good, reliable work rig because as you know, his Element pretty much blew up, essentially caught on fire. It was rough. It was not good. It was like, it blew up when he was driving back like from a long distance trip. It was crazy. So he's been without. We do have our work truck that we've had for like 20 years. Oh my gosh, was it 20? Is it 20? Old. But I bought that truck when my other car, when I had a Dodge Neon, it caught on fire. Is there a trend? Is there a trend with catching on fire cars? I need to go maybe try to find him a vehicle. And if it doesn't, if it's not the right timing, if it's not what we're supposed to get right now, we'll hold. But we feel like, holy moly, how are we going to be able to accomplish all these jobs when we don't have a reliable vehicle that he can take? Because the truck is not a reliable vehicle to be traveling long distances. It's great for like getting stuff done around the house, maybe running to the dump, running into town every so often, but an actual long traveler, it's just not. So, long story short, wow. I rambled. We're trying to keep it really, really in our price range because holy guacamole, they're expensive. Even the old, like 2009s is one of the ones we're looking at. 2010 is another one. And I mean, these have some pretty high mileage on it and they're still asking quite a bit. So we'll share what we find, all the things. I know my babe showed you the Crawlspace. I'm literally thinking. So we have, you remember the little peppermint floaty things that we had that we kind of used as sleds? Would it be bad if we like went down there and like paddled through it? I thought it'd be super funny for Instagram. No, you take those lemons and you make the lemonade out of it. Look, it's over here in the woods. There it is. Do you see the floaty? Then I think once we get back, we might come back home and work in the garage because I've been puttering at it. Not full on bore, but I've been puttering at it trying to get some of the stuff organized and whatnot. I've got a good trash load going. So maybe we'll load that up and go to the dump. Anyway, let's head on into town. We'll show you all the things. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Let's go.
You and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
All right, we made it to a car lot. I've got 3 Ford F-150s that I'm looking at. Pretty much what? One at this dealership, one another one, and then one in Anchorage.
What an Anchorage, yep.
So I just basically said, hey, I'm looking for 4 doors, under $20,000, 4-wheel drive. It needs to be the longer bed. There's 2 different beds though. There's 6.5 and a 5.5. Anyway, just colors, don't care. Trim, don't care. Leather, don't care. I just have a whole lot of jobs that are on, what?
Your son.
Are you mocking me back there? I've got several projects that are on the road system. I do not have a reliable vehicle other than this one, and if I take this one, Mommy don't have a car.
Mommy don't have a car.
Bad scene.
Rough.
See if we can find a reliable truck and check the bed length. Make sure it's 6.5 foot, right?
Yeah.
Because Daddy sometimes has to carry conduit, so we need long bed for that. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Garrett, what do you think of this one right here?
Looks pretty good.
Does it look good?
Looks like solid.
Yep, looks solid. Do you know what you're supposed to do? No, we don't do that. We go like this. We just tap the tires with our foot. See? It's like, don't, just tap, just tap. Does that feel solid? Okay, that's good. Don't hit it too hard or else we have to buy it.
What about this one?
No, this one doesn't have the big back seat.
Come on, let's go.
I gotta measure this though, buddy. Hang on.
Whoa.
All right. This has got to be the longer one. It looks like it.
Let me see. Let me see inside.
No, don't climb in there. That is 6'6". That's perfect.
6'6"?
This is the big bed. This is what we would need.
Okay. Doesn't he look so fancy? Doesn't he look cute?
Thank God. That one looks like a good one.
You think it looks like a good one? Does he look handsome in it?
Yeah.
What is with the wig, Evelyn? Are you Elsa today?
Yeah.
Real quick trip here, guys.
You got everything?
Yep.
Oh. Hey,
Wow, they all fit.
Everyone fits in this truck, huh?
Fits.
Just like yours, only different.
Yeah. This leatherness is weird.
Yeah,
the brown.
The brown.
It's brown.
Everyone's buckled.
Dad, are we gonna leave it there forever?
No, we're just gonna leave our car there for just a minute, bud.
This is just a lot of truck.
It's like
It's a very long truck.
It's big. What do you think?
I love it.
Do you like it?
I love it. So smooth.
It's so smooth.
And comfortable. It's comfy. I want to buy this car. Relax. Relax.
Okay, the wife's giving her feeling here.
To feel every component of it.
Mom, you look short there.
I look short?
Yeah, definitely want to have Alaska Chevron take a peek.
Yeah.
How does it ride?
That used to be the
A
car.
little bit rougher than your car, right?
A little bit. Not
Not
too
too
much
bad.
different though. So we tried to open the window back there and this fell off.
Not a good sign.
Don't know if that's supposed to happen, but we just rolled down the window. That's all we did. So
It also has all these buttons and leather and stuff that I don't need. It seems like more stuff to break and go wrong,
right.
you know?
Yep.
But I like the overall size. The 6.5 foot bed I think is functional. You kids are comfortable back there, right?
Yeah.
Does it feel as comfortable as the other car?
Like our car? Does it feel about the same?
Yeah.
My lady.
Thank you, Daddy.
Okay, honest thoughts. Honest Pringle thoughts.
It's a cracker. It's nice. It runs pretty good though. Definitely gonna want to have Lance look at it though.
Yeah. Need to go get you some very important things, right?
Hashtag first world problems. Guys, I ran out of eyebrow pencil.
This is a serious
It's been
situation.
rough. The Ulta's been closed. I pretty much have see-through eyebrows if I don't pencil them on, and I ordered it and then they decided to put it on a boat and it's not going to be here till like next month. I'm like, holy moly. And I look and our Ulta is doing curbside.
Okay. So this is an important thing.
Curbside pickup.
Do I just park right here?
Yeah.
So put it on the table out front, or we can put it in your back seat if you roll the window down.
You can just put it on the table, Delio, because I got kiddos back here.
We'll be right out.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right,
Have a
bye-bye.
nice-
Look at that.
It's like click list for makeup.
Mine's like literally on a boat. It's in the ocean. And I just literally placed this order this morning. But they open tomorrow.
Oh, there they go. There it is.
Look at their cool little
Look at
masks.
that.
Fresh.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yes. With the large
In their bare feet. Came in, I'm hiding for a minute. The girls are on the warpath. It's getting intense out there. They're laser focused and it's happening. The garage is getting organized and we're trying to weed down, so that's pretty cool. I can wrap this one up, guys. Hope you enjoyed coming along with us today, looking at vehicles. reliable vehicle for work. So that is going to happen probably the next week, maybe 2 at the most, because I've got to be able to get these projects done. And I guess I could rent a vehicle, but it just doesn't, seems like a waste of money. Anyway, all these things. But it used to be awesome, like this is fun, this is cool, I could go get this awesome vehicle, but now it's like, I hope I'm not making a mistake. Am I getting the right one? Am I getting it checked out right? So I looked in the Ford F-150 4-door because it seemed to be the most reliable, supposedly, at least for the newer style trucks. Maybe let me know in the comments down below if you have an opinion or if you have experience with newer vehicles. But getting a 4-door, something to be able to carry the kids around, I think would be great. And having a 6.5-foot bed is kind of a minimum to be able to haul conduit and different parts to jobs, and something that's, I don't know. I hate spending money on me. Thanks for coming along, guys. You're awesome. You're amazing. We appreciate each and every one of you. Should we do a closeout?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye! YouTube channel!
You and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through